us talking.
It is us talking. It is a podcast.
To
be fair, that's the whole point of a podcast.
Toby Fox.
We do talk sometimes on
a little bit. Only a little bit, though. Only a little bit.
A mite.
Including right now because
I knew it.
We have started.
Let's go.
Every episode, it's just you guys just waiting for
and you don't even tell us
Yeah.
when you're starting. You just go, and we've started, by the way.
I'll let whoever wants to roll into the topic introduce it because I did not come up with this.
Yeah,
this
so here's the way that we came up with this because, like Austin said, me and Hunter had to decide some because it had been a while and the episodes were kind of starting to have a little bit of.
Yeah, I was starting to get a little exhausted.
We had to bring some life into it. So we did. I texted Hunter one day. I was like, okay, here's my idea. Why don't we do tell our best rage
stories?
And so that's what we're gonna do today.
So this is also something I was talking about with Hunter before we picked you up. Clarify, because I was a little confused about it. Clarify what you mean by rage stories. I know now, but just
so a rage. Well, I mean, people probably know what rage means.
Yeah,
I don't know what rage.
Video games.
Luke, what does rage mean?
Rage is when you get so angry or furious at something that you start to almost become non-human. You just start you're blinded by this anger. It happens to a lot of people who play video games. I have one experience I will share, but I don't really rage at video games very often.
If anybody knows Luke, they know that he doesn't rage.
Yeah, I really don't get mad easily.
Wait a second, we had a whole episode about Luke.
Yeah.
Wait a second. That was a good episode, but at any rate,
it was okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he used to hate it. He's coming around. It's coming around. Yeah. Anyway, any rage?
Any rage. That's good.
That's good. That's good.
So
rage.
The kind of rage, it's specifically video games. Is that what we're talking about?
Oh no, if you have it's very commonly used amongst people who play video games. But if you have a story that's other than video games, I'd like to hear that.
Rage Against the Machine.
I mean, my biggest story would, of course, be people parking on the side of the road.
Really?
But I've told that 3 times now on this podcast.
I want to hear stories about breaking things.
Oh,
about
I got one for you.
Good,
my biggest rage is when people leave stuff on the top of their car.
No,
That makes me mad.
No.
All right, so who wants to go first?
So
who wants to tell me?
Yeah, you go first.
I can go first. But mine's also really interesting. I think, at least.
We can save Luke's.
Yeah, we can save mine because mine's definitely the most out of left
field.
field.
Like yours is more interesting? I have a pretty good one.
I want to hear yours then.
Mine first?
Yeah.
Okay, we can do mine first.
I gotta think of an interesting one.
Since I didn't come up with this topic anyway.
Yeah.
So this story is less focused on the actual. Shut up, honey.
Sorry, he was sniffing the mic.
Oh, stop sniffing the mic. This story is focused less on the actual rage moment, but more of it's focused on the consequences of this rage. So, so it starts off. I was playing a video game. Okay. I was playing a video game on my bed, which just happens to be right next to a wall.
Oh.
And so it's fine. I won't get in trouble. My parents don't usually listen to this. My uncle, be quiet. You didn't hear any of this.
Okay.
So this was a few years ago though, around quarantine-ish times. And this was before my room was just painted. The walls were the walls now are just painted white. You've been in it. You've been in my room.
I've seen your room. Yeah.
It used to have this really ugly yellow wallpaper. It was gross looking.
So did mine.
It looked like somebody peed all over the walls.
Why was that the first thought you think about it?
Just because of how it was gross. But I was playing a video game. Like I said, around 2020 quarantine-ish times.
What game?
That's what I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter.
He was playing Minecraft.
No, it was 2020 was my From Software year. Ooh. So where I just binged all the games. So I definitely think it was a Dark Souls game.
It had to
I can barely remember what the game actually was, but I think it was Dark Souls.
Yeah.
One of the 3. And those games surprisingly usually didn't make me rage as much. It was just very specific things.
They're kind of meant to be hard.
Yeah, so it's an expected thing. But there were, especially this moment, there were things that really peeved me. like I said, can't remember exactly what the rage was actually about, just because it didn't really matter that much to me. But nonetheless, I was sitting on my bed, controller in hand, and whatever happened to me, whatever happened in the game, I got so mad that just like in a blind fury, I just shoot my arm out.
Yeah.
like I don't know if you probably haven't watched Invincible, but the scene where Omni-Man just like punches a hole in the wall, that's basically what it was. I just punched my fist through the wall.
The wall. You're strong.
It really hurt.
Yeah. Did you did you dent the wall?
There was a hole in the wall.
Wow. You're strong boy.
My hand was a bit sore for a few days, but that's not.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
That's not all that was brought from this. So obviously I punched a hole in the wall, and this was back when I wasn't like legally an adult, so I could still get grounded and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was very worried about getting grounded, obviously. But this story has a very convenient, happy ending for me.
Yay.
I did a lot of scheming.
Oh boy.
Did a whole lot of not good
Oh,
things
really?
to,
Sure
to
you want
cover
to say
this
this?
up. Yeah, it's fine. It's in the past. It's behind us.
Yeah.
So in order to at least for a while hide up
The hole in the wall.
the hole in the wall, I did the typical put a poster in front of it.
Wow.
I think ironically enough, it was my Dark Souls poster that I have.
That is
That's great.
I have an
That's
This is the
great.
property of Dark
Yeah,
Souls. This is the reason.
I have an Artorias, the Abyss Walker, I think his name is. He was my favorite boss, and I had a poster of him. So I just kind of just put it there, and where the hole was, it was kind of low into the left a little bit. So the
it's weird to have a
poster
poster
didn't
there.
look very in place.
Yeah, it's just like what?
It's just like a poster down there. But luckily enough, it was able to keep the hole covered for a
Great.
long time. But I was still very stressed about it. Every day I'd come home thinking someone would find the hole, and I would get in mass amount of trouble for it. But luckily the poster did me justice. And then this very convenient and happy ending, I brought up my wallpapered walls for a reason. This was at the same time where when I punched the hole in the wall, this was like a few weeks before we decided that we were going to rip down all my wallpaper and paint my walls instead.
Yeah.
Because it was ugly. And initially, I was still very stressed out about this because that, of course, meant the poster was going to be removed. We would see the hole.
Yeah.
They would know about the hole.
You'd be like,
Yeah. But somehow, in some sort of, I don't know how I didn't get in trouble, but or it even was really acknowledged when we were painting my room. My grandma, I watched her take the poster down. She saw the hole, and we had like this because there were other like actually natural like dents in my wall that we had to cover up with like this. It's weird, like I forget what it's called. It's like a white like plaster stuff.
Drywall?
So she just assumed that it was just a regular old hole.
I guess that's what.
This wasn't just a dent. Like this was an entire hole.
This was a hole like the size of my fist.
Wow.
So, but I guess she just assumed it was a regular old hole in the wall, because she just plastered right over it, and then we painted my room, and the hole's been fixed.
That reminds me of the scene from Spider-Man.
Which one?
Spider-Man 2, when he punched the hole, or like the flashback to when he punched the hole in the wall, but Aunt May put a monster over it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know
There
what
you
you're talking
go.
about. Yeah. So it was basically that. Yeah. And ever since then, I mean, the hole's fixed. Happy ending. Didn't get in trouble for it.
Wonderful.
And now I'm gonna get grounded after.
No, I don't think so.
Well, you're now legally an adult, son.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you future Austin will get grounded. You're fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
haven't heard this yet.
He'll get punished for
Yeah.
it. But yeah, that's pretty much my rage story. Not a whole lot of rage use, kind of a very spontaneous thing. But
yeah.
I
mean, yeah, because that's not mean. Yeah, that's definitely pretty interesting, I'd say. Yeah, because that's not like crazy ballistic, like smashing computer screens.
Oh
like,
yeah, no.
rage.
I don't think I've ever had a moment like that. I've never damaged like consoles or anything.
Yeah,
When I was a kid, I used to break iPads like there was no tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bro, just I'm done with this crap.
Yeah.
Pretty
Bro's
much.
playing Minecraft. And he goes, yeah, he dies to like a zombie. He's like, I'm done.
Yeah, just snap it in half.
Okay, so
Good thing there was no.
I guess this is kind of a good transition into my story then.
Okay.
Oh, bet. Let's go.
All right.
So I guess I'll go next.
Okay.
I
Pan this out for as long as you can. by the
I'm
way.
going to. I'm going to.
Okay.
This was a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
So now we have phones. Like each kid in their house has a phone.
Yeah.
But we used to have our own iPads, like our
Right.
own iPad minis. And before that, we had one iPad that we all would share.
Okay.
And we would kind of fight over this thing a lot because obviously I wanted to play on the iPad and stuff and get to play our own games. It was my sisters were pretty little at this time, so I think it was mostly me and my brother.
Mm-hmm.
So we would like play games together too. Like we would like sit by each other and play games.
Yeah.
And of course, Plants vs Zombies. I love that game so much. This was actually Plants vs Zombies 2.
Oh.
And I remember what it was. It was the far future world.
Oh.
So you're in the future in this world.
Oh.
And I forget who was playing, but it doesn't really matter. It was me or my brother was playing the game. And we
Okay.
were stuck on this gargantuar level, which we fight this
Ooh.
big giant zombie
Oh, yeah.
for a long time. We could not beat this big zombie.
That'd be really funny if you raged and you weren't even the one playing.
It's like, what?
It might have been that way.
Oh my god.
Because we were like taking turns trying to beat him, and we could not beat him. It was really hard, and it's because that game is segmented out so that you play each world in order, and you get progressively better and better.
Yeah.
We just were like, the future's cool. Let's skip there, and we skipped right to the
Oh,
future,
God.
not realizing what daunting tasks waited us. And instead of backing down, we drove the nail in deeper, and it ended up so. It was a whatever attempt. We were up in my room, and at this point, I don't think we had carpets on our floor yet. So
Okay.
what happened was.
Mine was walls, yours is floors.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So what happened was either one of us died or my brother died or like was about to die or whatever, and I ripped the iPad out of his hand or I throw it across the room, hits the floor, and it spider webs and breaks beyond like it was toast, and I still have it in my basement. So every now and then I'll just look up there and there it is, the iPad. I can show you
Yeah.
guys next time you come over, by the way.
Okay.
The iPad, completely busted because of Plants
It's
vs
still
Zombies.
there.
But I remember, after that happened, I picked it back up, and so I guess I didn't see that it was broken, or
Okay.
didn't realize I had spider web,
Kept-
and I kept playing Plants vs Zombies 2.
What?
But it would like glitch out. Like as I was playing it, it would be like all green and stuff, and just like having these lines across the screen.
God.
And I was like, "What's happening?" And I thought it was part of the game because it's like the future. So I thought something crazy and futuristic was happening, but it was
Yeah.
just the screen glitching out. And so then eventually, my brother, I think he cut his thumb.
That's what I was gonna
Okay.
say. I was gonna
And-
say
well,
something.
not very badly, but he got a little scrape. He was like, wait a minute, that hurt. I think, and then he looked down. I was like, oh yeah, it's spider webbed. I don't know
Yeah.
how we didn't notice.
Yeah.
I still can't. Maybe we just were ignoring it, and in my brain it just corrected that into
Yeah, you're
us
like,
not knowing.
I have to beat
Yeah,
this. I have
it's
to-"
important.
Yeah.
I don't think I since then have beaten that level. I finally got my redemption arc. I beat that entire game
Good.
a few years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I remember bringing it to my mom, and being like, "I'm sorry," like the big puppy dog eyes and the lip trembling.
Yeah.
I think the funniest part is that when you said it's spiderwebbed and that you didn't notice it's spiderwebbed, all I thought was somebody cut their finger
Yeah.
or somebody got wrong with their finger, and there's just blood probably gonna be happening.
No, there wasn't any blood. Luckily,
Ah.
there was no blood. That would have been bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's an interesting story. And I do have actually another story too that's more recent.
Okay.
Because I think do we have enough to go around again? Because if you want to
Oh,
make it a
yeah,
bit longer,
yeah, we've got plenty.
I have another one I can tell that.
I also
recent.
I also thought of I guess it's less of a story and more of, I'll tell it, but
Yeah.
once we circle
Yeah.
back around.
So I bet Hunter has something very engaging to tell. here.
You were probably the most rager out of
Yeah.
all of us. I mean,
Screw you, buddy.
Yeah, that is
It's
true though.
true.
I'm the mean one on the cover of our podcast, but I feel like you're the more angry one.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But I guess it doesn't take as much for you to get to the point of anger.
Are you trying to say something, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to make fun of me, buddy?
No,
Kidding.
but like, well, okay.
No, I know.
I should have specified. It doesn't take as much time for Austin. I pointed at him
Yeah.
You can't see my fingers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that Hunter can get to the point a little bit quicker. But I think that Austin have you broken much?
Have you broken much?
Yeah.
My my mic to my
Oh yeah,
headset,
you actually showed me that actually. Yeah. So, is that the story you're gonna tell?
I'm gonna tell that story.
Okay.
So I was playing a game with my friends and stuff like that. And I got like really mad at the game or whatever because I died to something really stupid. And so
yeah, definitely.
no, that's the thing is I did die to something really stupid. I don't remember exactly what it was, but
Yeah.
Okay.
so my mic kind of like you can like bend it a little bit, like bend it like that way and stuff like that. And so
It's supposed to do that.
well, some mics don't do that. Some mics don't like bend like that.
Yeah.
You've seen it. I had to put pink duct tape on it so it stays back.
Specify
That's
that
pretty.
Pink duct tape
That's very
on
pretty.
my black and red mic or headset.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very
So
girly.
it has nothing to do.
It's very girly.
And
Yeah.
then and it was kind of already bent. I didn't notice it. And so I got mad, so I just kind of bent it because I didn't think it was gonna break. And I go like that, and I'm like, oh crap! And the whole thing just kind of snaps. I'm like, oh crap! It's still like connected because of the wires. I'm like, oh, this is great. So I walked downstairs, grabbed duct tape. My mom's like, why do you have the duct tape? I'm like, no reason. At all.
No reason.
Yeah.
I had this pink duct tape.
Yeah.
I'm making a poster.
And then I put on my mic and I walked downstairs with my mic on, and my mom's like, why you got that? I'm like, I broke my mic.
Aw.
Oh,
No,
okay.
you should have said. I got the pink duct tape, Mom. Where did you put the glitter?
Yeah.
Where's
Where's the glitter?
the unicorn
Yeah.
stickers?
Yeah.
That reminds me
Arts
of
and crafts.
But yeah, that's my one of my rage stories.
That's
I have.
good. Yeah,
Okay.
it's funny.
Alright,
Yeah.
that's
So I
nice.
mean, were you like really angry? You were like, oh, or were you just kind of like, like were you?
It was a combination of that
Yeah.
and just actual anger.
Okay.
Because I've broken stuff like that before. Like I'm just fidgeting, like with my earbuds or something, and I'll just be like spinning them around, and then it'll snap off, fly.
It
across
was
the room.
mostly because like I was so angry, I just wanted to like I was
Yeah, you just
messing
want
with
to like
something,
have something for you to be like.
and then
calm down.
I went a little too strong with it, and
Yep.
just I'm like great.
Yeah.
Pure strength.
Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, we're a
Strong
strong
emotion.
bunch here
I
in the
know.
media junk because
he punches holes in the wall.
Yeah.
You throw iPads at the ground and they break, and I break mics on accident.
You snap a tiny little. That's strong. We can tell who's stronger here. Who would win in the boxing match?
Well, he's the one that punches a hole in the wall. I haven't punched I haven't punched a wall before, so I don't know how hard I can.
Yeah.
The wall would be able to withstand my strength.
I
I am
think
pretty
For
strong.
homework tonight,
I would break the whole wall.
for homework, everyone needs to go home, punch
Yeah.
a hole in the wall, and whoever's fist isn't broken, they're
Yeah.
the strongest.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's the strongest.
Yeah.
I'll make sure to tell my mom exactly what you told me to do, and if she gets mad, I can blame it directly on you.
Yes.
All right, got it. So I guess that circles back to me then.
Yep.
And now this is one that I kind of talked about on the podcast.
Yeah.
This is about a particular video game. It might have been all the way back in the pilot episodes that I talked about this.
Yeah, those are starting to get kind of vague in my mind, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Those were a while ago now, actually.
Yes, they were.
This is about Mario Kart 7.
Oh.
I don't think you told us this one.
It was on the 3DS.
I don't know if you told us to rage, but you did tell us about the game. Yeah.
Yeah, so this Mario Kart 7 is, and this is kind of a story for my cousin, so if you're listening, this one's for you.
This one's for you.
Because you were there for it all, for the rough times.
Nice.
We both played Mario Kart 7 on the 3DS a lot. This is my most, this game has made me rage more than any other game in all of existence. I don't know why I took
that's
the game
funny.
so seriously. But this game, it's still my pride and joy, how good I was.
Really?
But when I
Yeah. Oh, because you were so good that you got angry about it.
Yeah.
every time I would not do good, I would get so infuriated. And it was just something particular about the game that just made me absolutely
Mario Kart's
so
a weird
mad.
one because it's almost kind of coded in
Yeah.
this childish exterior.
Yeah.
But it can make you mad.
Mad.
Mike
What's up?
Mike noises.
Speaking of Mario Kart,
Stop
I
doing
saw
that.
Stop,
Me too. I was trying to
please.
adjust my mic.
I was gonna say something while you were talking about Mario Kart 7. Notice how we haven't had a new Mario Kart game in like a decade.
Well, we've been having the booster course.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean like a new game in like a decade.
I feel like they release one for every console that comes out though.
No, because Mario Kart 8 was originally
Mario
on the
Kart
Wii.
8 was originally on the Wii U.
That's right.
Wii U, that's what
I
it was.
forgot about that.
Yeah. So we haven't had a new
When they released the
Mario
booster course,
game.
which like added
Mario Kart.
doubled the amount of tracks in that game, and it got some new characters too, which I thought was really cool. But it's not like a new game.
Yeah.
It's DLC at the end of the day.
Yeah. But
yeah, anyway, so tell your story now.
Yeah,
Continue,
so, well, like I said, there's not much of a story. I would just get so mad. Like that, my poor 3DS had been through it.
Yeah. Really?
It survived all the beatings.
Really?
But,
Yeah.
It definitely went through it. And we would just play Mario Kart 7 everywhere, like, because my cousin lives in West Virginia, so whenever we'd meet up, that's the game we'd usually play, and we'd always be on, like, vacation somewhere.
Yeah, and you could, like, play that one online, like, for linking your 3DS.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. But we would usually play it when we'd be on, like, vacation and stuff, and all that kind of stuff. But it would make me so infuriated. It probably still would, honestly. Well, probably not. I played Mario Kart 8, and I was completely fine, but I do get very competitive about Mario Kart, though.
Yeah, I don't think we're playing that one.
No, you don't want to play Mario Kart with me. I don't even play it by myself.
I have an unraged Mario Kart story.
Unraged? What does that mean?
But like, I made another kid rage.
Oh.
I don't know if I've told this one, but
it was probably me. No, it was probably me.
No, I know who it was.
Oh, okay.
But
he looks directly at me.
Maybe if I'll save it for the end.
He goes, I know exactly who it was.
Yeah, looks directly at him.
Okay.
But yeah, it's Mario Kart Angry.
Mario Kart Angry.
Yeah, that's pretty much the story.
Angry Mario Kart.
Angry.
Yep.
Mario Kart rage points.
Mario Kart equal angry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this next one is a bit more recent.
Okay.
Definitely a bit more recent.
I'm excited for this.
Nobody was home at the time of this. I can't remember if I told anybody about this, because there was no like bad anything happened as it. But I just remember this moment. For some reason, I just had it bottled in me. So I was playing Crash Bandicoot.
Oh.
Which is a super
is it the
hard
Insane
game.
Trilogy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I played the first game the entire way through. Second game about halfway through. I never touched the third game. I probably will someday finish them all. Really I played all the Spyro games, and those are really good.
Yeah.
But I want to get into Crash
The
Bandicoot.
Insane Trilogy is just so good.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
And the fourth game.
I know the fourth game looks great too, but that one has so much content that it makes my head spin just looking at it.
It's really good though. You don't have to do all the side stuff. Just the game itself.
Yes, I do.
Is just really... Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I'm the completionist.
Yeah.
But anyway, so playing. I don't know if you played the Stormy Ascent level.
Yep. Sorry, I just like died.
The sharp inhale is like not the Stormy Ascent level.
Yeah, that just almost killed me.
Yeah.
I beat that level. It was very hard.
It was very hard.
It was very hard.
So, for those of you who don't know, Crash Bandicoot is a game about a guy who can spin and attack and stuff. He's he's a marsupial of some kind. It's a Bandicoot.
Yeah, it's a Bandicoot.
And it's kind of an older PlayStation game, but they remade it for Switch. And they put in a level in that game called the Stormy Ascent.
Yeah, it's notorious for being.
It's notorious for being insanely hard because they took it out of the original game for it being too hard.
Oh yeah.
And that's why they put it in the new game.
Yeah.
And so it was like this big daunting task. All the Crash Bandicoot fans like, can you beat the lost Crash Bandicoot level that was too hard for the original game?
Yeah.
Oh. And boy was it tough. So you're climbing this tower, like the side of this castle, and it's raining, so everything is a slippery surface.
I just remember all the birds.
Yes.
All the birds.
There are birds they have to platform off of. If you think in Mario, when you have to jump on a flying Koopa to get another platform, it's like that, but that's like basically most of the level. You're jumping on these birds that are flying, and some of them fly in like these weird diagonal patterns that you have to memorize. The wall moves back and forth, like you have to jump in the rhythm of the wall, which is pretty crazy. And this is pretty similar to that windmill level from A Hat in Time in a way. But this Stormy Ascent made me so mad, and I remember every time I got to a checkpoint, I would just heave a sigh of relief. Because there was always at least like one up in between the checkpoints that I could grab, so that I wouldn't game over and have to restart the entire level.
Yeah.
But there was one checkpoint that didn't have a 1-up, and it
Oh,
was the last checkpoint of the level. I'm pretty sure, right?
Oh.
The last checkpoint of the level did not have a 1-up. So from that checkpoint, you had to get to the very end without dying.
Yeah.
Oh.
Easier said than done.
Yeah.
Because I died.
Okay.
And when I died, there was a bird that was flying. I had to hop on the bird to get to another platform, and then I had to get. It was like right there was the end.
Okay.
And I, the hitboxes in this game are so wacky.
Oh,
I jumped to jump on the bird, and I guess I missed it by like a little inch, and the bird attacked me, and I died. And then I can't recreate this scream in public because it's too loud, but I yelled bird so loud and just hucked my Switch onto the floor. Not too violently. I just was like, ugh, you know. I just like I dropped the mic, but like not in a good sense. And I was like crossed my arms. Like, oh, stupid bird, you make me mad. So then I had to restart the entire level. I waited until another day to do it because I
did. You beat it?
Yeah, I beat it.
Okay, nice.
I got all the boxes, all the gems, and everything.
Cool. Nice.
Stupid bird.
But that bird, I just think of his face, and I'm just like,
yeah.
He makes me mad.
The second game's so much better.
I've heard the second game's good. I haven't played it yet. I mean, I played like half
that
of it.
That was my childhood one.
I listened to the entire soundtrack, and there were some really good songs, especially in the second one.
Yeah.
Yes, that's my bird story.
Whoop.
Yep. All right, Hunter. Do you have a bird story?
A bird story. So a bird flew.
As they do.
As they do. And I saw this bandicoot jump on it, but it just barely missed.
Yeah, it's really weird. This guy?
No. What? No.
What is that?
No, it was just like an enemy bird.
Well,
enemy bird.
That's a bird, and it's a vulture.
Enemy bird spotted.
Huh.
Bird enemy. I'm gonna look it up now, just so I can like.
This thing?
No.
What is that?
Oh, yeah, what the heck?
These are all in Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, but these are not the bird. I just looked up bird Crash Bandicoot.
That's what I did too.
Luke, your phone case says I'm Luke doing Luke things.
I got a new phone case.
Let me see.
I completely forgot that I got a new phone case.
It says I'm Luke doing Luke things
Yo.
with sunglasses.
My sister got it for me for Christmas.
That is not it. Show Luke. That's literally. That's if Crash Bandicoot was a bird.
That's not it.
It says this knockoff Crash Bandicoot mobile game.
Oh, these birds. Woo! These birds.
Let me see.
Oh.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
birds.
Those rascals.
Sons of guns, if you will.
And this was me.
Son of a gun.
Oh yeah, dead. Yep, that was you.
It looks like you're dead.
I am.
I always
dead.
love all the death animations.
Yeah, it's like,
his
whoa.
Shoes go flying.
Yeah,
Like
they're
what's
good.
his name? The Tiki Head.
Oh yeah, Tiki Tiki.
I
Oh,
love that
Uku
guy.
Uka or Aku Aku.
I don't know.
He always says some weird saying every time you game. He's like, "Go blah blah blah."
Yeah. That was so accurate.
I used to practice doing that sound effect every day.
That's great.
Go blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Something like that. I always used to try and decipher what it was that he was saying.
Yeah.
I never could
I
really.
don't think he ever is saying anything.
No.
I think he's
Yeah,
just
he's
going.
just like- Yeah. Okay. So back to Hunter.
You got another rage story, man?
I'm sure you do.
Come on, you got
Oh,
something.
they're all like just kind of me yelling. So it's
You
like
yelling.
yeah.
Have you ever yelled anything like bird? Like any?
I don't know. No,
bird
not-
related.
I literally like. I guess it took me so long to get to that point. Like I'm just like bottling it down until I get to a certain point where I snapped, and it wasn't even that big of a like I didn't break anything but I did kind of just like toss my Switch. This is before I had the OLED too, because if I wouldn't toss that thing.
Oh yeah, those are way more fragile.
Yeah, and
I
way more
guess-
like
Expensive. Yeah.
I don't really know. Well, I don't really know. I don't have like I have a lot of them, but like a lot of them are just kind of me yelling.
feel the rage coming on.
Yeah.
If you don't tell us a good rage story, I'm gonna rage right now and break this laptop.
I'm gonna punch a hole in your wall.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
only gonna it's gonna only screw you over.
Yeah.
No, the whole podcast.
Austin
but
punches holes in the wall.
Austin punches holes in the computer.
I throw electronics. Hunter snaps mics. Have you snapped any other mics?
Not purposefully.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't be purposefully.
I had one of my old mics. It was like already kind of like breaking already. It was like already because it was kind of old.
I mean, this
obviously.
thing was breaking bad.
It was breaking bad. On God. It was. And it was already kind of like, as I said, it was kind of already breaking. It was already at the breaking point. So I got really mad at the game, and I was just like, I'm done with this. I took my headset off. I threw it at my bed because soft, cushiony place stops break.
Yes.
Makes sense, right?
Yep.
No, did not happen. No, it broke. I'm like, they just like the little headset thing went whoop. I'm like, oh, that's fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like how he told that story so casually.
Yeah,
like, Yep, that's done, broke.
But also, also another thing. So this wasn't really like me breaking. This was also the same mic that I also like. Something also happened to it.
Mm-hmm.
I had it plugged into my controller. I did nothing to it.
You plugged your mic in your controller? Why?
Because that's it was a wire. It was before it was a wired headset that goes into the controller.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
So, I plugged it in, right, and then as I was getting off the game to unplug it, I didn't do anything, mind you. I didn't like I didn't bend it. I didn't like throw it. I didn't do anything with it. I just unplugged it, and the little aux thing that goes into the controller broke. I'm like,
did it break inside of it and get stuck?
yeah.
Oh,
So I had to
worst.
I had to completely get a new controller and a completely new mic because my controller didn't turn on anymore.
Oh, because the aux
Was
was
the
stuck.
aux
Yeah.
was stuck in it?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that sucks.
Yeah.
That is like
It was
like,
so
your
annoying.
heart just drops when you
Yeah.
see that. You're just like, oh.
I will say, this isn't like ragey or anything, but this makes me want to rage.
Yeah.
Is specifically, and this is just something that I thought of. PS5 controllers suck.
They do?
In terms of endurability.
Oh, they're cheaply
They
made.
get stick drift so
Yep.
quickly. I have 3 controllers, and my third one has had stick drift for so long.
They're catching on to what Nintendo's doing because Nintendo's doing it to make money. So that they
yeah,
don't get
they're
drift
doing the
sooner,
same
so you
thing.
buy more. Oh, it's
It's terrible.
very
I'm surprised
scummy.
my controller hasn't had it yet.
Your
Oh,
Switch
wait.
controller hasn't done that yet.
No, I Switch. No,
I-
that's why I have only one Joy-Con on my Switch is because my other Joy-Con just messes up everything.
Oh yeah, by the way, December 24th was the year anniversary of when I got my OLED, and my
Nice.
Joy-Cons are still working. They haven't
Nice.
drifted yet or anything.
Yeah. Okay, so the original, because I had got 2 controllers, like, because I got one like years ago for my PS5.
Okay.
Because I got these 2 controllers. I got one with a system and one that just like in its own box, because I was supposed to get a PS5 like when it was out, or like not exactly when it was out, but it was like an IOU gift from my grandma.
Okay.
And she got me the controller, and I had one controller and I couldn't do anything with it until obviously I got until I got the PS5.
Yeah.
So then I got the PS5, and after I think maybe 2 months, because I would swap controllers sometimes.
Oh yeah.
And so the one controller, I think the one that came with the PS5 or the one that was on by its own, just would just randomly disconnect from my PlayStation. It would just
That
turn
sucks.
off, and I'm like, bro, what? And I would be playing a game running, and my character just started going,
Just straight to
Yeah,
and it would just turn off. I'm like, what's going on? And my character would just go look in the sky. I'm like,
he would just
that's so
look up
fun.
into the sky.
And then it was also really annoying because if I was in the middle of a fight and it happened, it was
Ooh, yeah, that
so
would be annoying.
It's not even that I didn't have it. I would plug it in too, to make sure if that was the issue. It was not. It was just because it turned off. And then the other one, I think, I don't remember. As I said, I don't know which one it was. Also started just having stick drift. I'm like, great. And then I got a completely just black controller, and I've had that thing forever. Like I don't know how long actually now.
Yeah.
But I think I've had it for maybe since last year.
Yeah.
And it still hasn't broken.
I get a new.
And it's perfectly fine. I'm so
You got a
happy.
nuke?
Yeah,
What?
I have a nuke. No,
Sorry, we didn't mean to
I
interrupt
have
you.
a nuke.
Yeah, I get a new color. That's what I was gonna say. A new color of controller every time I get a new one, and so far it started on the original white that just came with it, and then I got the black one, and then I'm on purple now.
Purple's a good color.
And every time it's just I don't play my PS5 enough to get a new one at this point. But even the littlest bit of stick drift, it's even just an ADHD thing for me.
Oh yeah.
I hate having stick drift and it fighting against you while you're playing. It's
so obnoxious.
Yeah,
It
and
completely
they
ruins
can
your gameplay.
they can make them better.
Yeah, but they're doing it for
But,
money. They're doing
Yeah,
it for
they
money.
did.
they just want you to buy more controllers.
Yeah,
And
do.
they did with PS4 controllers, and they go, hey, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
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 Okay,
yeah.
so I remember now.
Count how many
So, okay,
yes
guys,
that was.
Yeah.
we are done with the episode.
No.
Yeah.
you know that your Switch remotes have their Joy-Cons have a button on them that automatically disconnects from the Switch. And it's this tiniest little button that is like, so you have a Joy-Con, and it's like where the SR and SL buttons would be. Those two little like rectangular buttons. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Right in between, there's a little tiny circle button, and if you touch that, it completely disconnects you from. It connects the controller from your Switch.
Oh.
And it just kept happening, and I was like, "Why is this happening?" My controllers just are disconnecting for no reason. It's because of that little button. My finger just it just keeps slipping on it. It's like, why did they make that button? There's no reason for it to be there.
No.
Well, I think there is a reason for it, maybe, because like sometimes disconnecting controllers from things is kind of annoying because you got to go through like this whole process for certain, for certain things. So just having a button where you press it, it would be a lot easier. But I feel like if they have a button like that, they should have it like a little indent into the thing where you like just get like a little like sticker, like a toothpick or something like that, and just poke it in there and it disconnects.
Yeah,
instead of, like just being
not something that's so
out
easy
front
to just
button and just to press.
to brush against. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was a very angry episode. I'm very angry.
Lots
I
of
hate
rage.
this. I'm going to beat all of you up.
Yeah. This episode made me really angry.
I'm going to punch a hole in this wall.
Yeah.
And then have to pay for it because
I will. This is kind of small talk, but still, I'm gonna tie it into the episode's topic here.
Nope.
And it's about Spider-Man 2. And
did you rage?
This is about my lack of rage and an actual critique I have of the game. Is that it's so easy.
Too easy.
It's too easy of a game.
That's so loud.
too easy.
Yeah, it's way too easy.
Yeah.
Push square.
I've done a lot of thinking about the game now that it's after the hype, and there's actually a lot I don't like about the game.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes the hype.
Really great game, but there's just a lot I don't like about it.
Yeah.
I think really after what's it called was out after the Game of the Year awards came out. That's when like I started realizing that the game is okay, and I'm happy to
Yeah,
Game of the Year.
it wasn't really Game of the Year for me. It was just like, I don't know. I really thought about like the story and stuff, and it just like could have been so much better. And
Yeah,
there was a lot they did wrong, and I don't know. It was still really good. I mean, gameplay wise, it's phenomenal.
Yeah. I bet it's so much fun to swing around.
It's
just
phenomenal.
Anyway,
They've mastered their gameplay.
The gameplay is really good.
But story could have used some work.
Sure. Yeah.
In terms of small talk, this goes back to our recent Rex episode. I've been watching.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, we can put this at the end because we have a lot to say. Actually.
Yeah, we've all kind of been diving into our different interests. I started watching a series of unfortunate events. Again, my cousin forced me to watch it because he loves it. Very great shows.
Yeah, it became less of you being forced and more.
Yeah, I binged it in probably like 2 days. Well, season 1.
Yeah, season 1. Yeah,
I still need to start season 2. I might start that tonight, maybe. Just phenomenal show. Acting's great. It's
so
really
good.
It's really goofy, and it took me a minute to get used to it. But I do love how goofy it is. Now.
Yeah,
like, that's
it's endearing, and it makes the characters and like the world and the story more like unique and interesting.
Mr. Poe still infuriates me. He's probably my least favorite character.
He gets worse. He gets much worse.
He is the dumbest character.
Yeah, he's so annoying. But he's a big meme too. He's always just coughing and everything.
Yeah. Very good show. All the characters are amazing. Obviously, Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah, Patrick Harris, Patrick Warburton.
I also find it very interesting that in the movie, Jim Carrey plays him. They are very alike.
Yeah, they're pretty similar.
They were very like. I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
Also, a reminder: your knuckles are now crackable. Now I'll try and crack them.
Oh. He's right.
Try it.
What?
You should be now.
Mine never crack. I've never been able to crack my knuckles.
You're not pressing hard enough.
You just gotta.
Oh. I've never experienced that before in my life.
Hunter just made your knuckles
crackable.
crackable.
What was that feeling?
What is the superpower you have, Hunter? What is this?
It just. I keep seeing videos about it. It's like, hey, your knuckle. By the way, your knuckles are ready to be cracked now. And then I do it, and it's like, oh, sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it does work. I just felt like saying that on the episode because I cracked my knuckles.
I wonder how many viewers we're gonna get to do that.
Yeah. Anyway, good segue into mine. So.
Was it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Hunter is a person who likes a show called Hunter Hunter.
Anime. Don't call it a show.
I started watching anime.
He did start watching.
I finally started watching anime.
I feel like a proud father.
I was gonna say it for the podcast, but I couldn't wait. I started watching Hunter Hunter. I don't know why. I don't know why I kept saying I was gonna watch Death Note, and I picked Hunter x Hunter, and I'm super enthralled. I just really want to keep watching it. It's really really interesting. I really enjoy it, and I kind of doubted Hunter for some reason. I was like, I don't know if I'd like it. Yeah. You know, it seems kind of just like a thing he likes because he's delved into it so far. I was just like, I'm going to approach this with my own vision. I'm going to approach this with my own mindset, not think about Hunter. And I loved it. And
how much do you think about me with that? Like, that's kind of weird.
I mean, the title.
I'm going to have to stop thinking about Hunter.
The title is his name. How did you not think of him? I don't know.
Well, I thought about it when I went into it. Like, Hunter's probably going to be happy I'm doing this, you know?
Yeah.
I am very happy that you did.
So yeah,
I'm very proud that you're doing this, but I really want you to watch Death Note.
I will.
You should definitely watch.
I'm probably gonna finish Hunter x Hunter first because I've also heard that Death Note is a very like niche anime,
it is.
And that I would be having like it would be a good one to get into first because it's kind of like it's kind of wiggity woggity.
It's different, you know. It's very unique. Very good. Very good.
Because it's like Undertale would not be a good first game to play,
right?
In the same light as like Death Note wouldn't be a good first anime to watch.
Death Note sometimes doesn't even feel like an anime just because there's not anything like it.
Speaking of anime, I have a recent Rex for you.
What is that?
Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney is a game where you play as a lawyer.
He was telling us about this.
It's amazing.
And there's also
play
an anime.
It's on sale right now for $9.99. The trilogy's on sale.
Wow. And there's also an anime.
There is a show.
Oh my god, we're sponsored by them.
No. Go play this game. I promise you. It's amazing.
Use code MediaJunkie.
No, don't.
It's not a thing. It's not a thing, we promise.
But if you want to sponsor us, Capcom, you can.
Oh, you definitely can. Sonic and
give
all
us some money,
Capcom. That's the wrong company.
You're so
That's Sega.
Yeah.
Completely edit that out, please. You're going to ruin our chances.
Editor.
Mega Man.
Mega Man.
Oh, I played every single Mega Man game. I've raged at that.
You've raged at Mega Man?
Stop looking at people.
I just got really excited. I just looked out the window. I've raged at Mega Man. I can talk about this.
Okay, Mega Man.
Okay, we're ending the episode now.
Do you want how much left?
Oh, we're good.
Okay, how much you guys know about Mega Man?
Not anything.
A little bit.
I've seen gameplay and stuff, but
I played the original 10, Mega Man 1 through 10.
Okay.
Very, very fun games. Wow. Great music, great gameplay, great bosses, and they're just they're almost mindless, but they're grueling difficulty. It's like Crash Bandicoot level hard games, and Mega Man 9. I played these all through, mind you, like in the same playthrough. I played from 1 to 10 in the same like playthrough. Those were my games.
Yeah.
And on Mega Man 9, got to the final stage because after you beat all the bosses, because you go around and choose what boss and what level you want to play. And once you beat the boss, you get their ability and you can use this whole new attack. Fun. And I got to the final stage and was going through, and I got to one level that was just really, really hard, and I got mad and I shut off my Switch. I just rage shut off my Switch. That's it.
You didn't break anything.
Yeah, it wasn't anything crazy. I just was like, ugh, and then
that's the healthy way to rage.
That's how I rage for the most part. If I ever do get really angry, that's what I'll do.
You just gotta step away sometimes instead of breaking your own equipment. Rage is very funny because it's just like you're only harming yourself even further.
Yeah. Well, what I usually do is I'll just get super ingrained and just won't stop, and I'll just keep playing until I beat it.
Right.
But for some reason that day I was just kind of out of it. I think I had just woke up, and that was the first thing I did that day was try that level, and I was like, I'm not gonna do this right now. Yeah. But yeah, that's my final little cap off rage story. Capcom.
Oh my god. You're getting good at
Finish the episode.
Get out now.
The end.
Yep, end it right now.
Yep.
Any other small talk we got?
No.
Well, it is your guys' episode. Are you guys ready to end?
Yeah, I'm ready to end it. Go play Ace Attorney. Ready?
Yeah.
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1.
Peace out, Media Junkies.